NBA Finals matchup between the Knicks and the Spurs. First and foremost, I know in the last video that I posted, I said the Spurs were gonna win in 7 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. So props to me for getting that prediction right. And in this video, I think I would just small overview of the matchup, my thoughts on what I have seen from both the Spurs and the Knicks in the playoffs so far, and just a quick prediction of what I think is gonna happen. Um, to start, you have the Knicks. They've dominated every single team that they have played in each round, and there has been a signature game from each series. Round one against the Hawks, they blew out the Hawks by 50 points in the closeout game, and they won in 6 games, I believe. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they won in 6 games. They blew out the Hawks by 50. 50. Second round, they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers, blow them out in closeout games by an average of 30 points. And then they go against the Cavs. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought the Cavs and the Knicks were gonna be a way competitive, better series than if the Pistons were to advance to play the Knicks. But unfortunately, the Knicks stomped on the Cavs and swept them 4-0. Game 1, Knicks down 22. I don't know how the Cavs lose that game, and how do you lose that game, and then that just changed the entire series. And with the play of Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG, and Anobi, all those players, I think those are the 4 main guys that need to keep up and you know, have their games, and if everything else will fall into place. The shooting, on the other hand, Landry Shamet, he shot 11 to 12 in the entire Cavs series from 3, and it was perfect. He shot almost 92% from the field from 3 that entire series. In game 4, he went nuclear. He went almost perfect, if I'm not mistaken. Games 3 and 4, he was 8 and 9 in those games, and he averaged like 9.7 points in that entire series. But his shooting was crazy, and then you had just everybody was hitting their shots. Jalen Brunson was doing his thing. Karl Towns was playing the hub, controlling facilitating the offense. And it's definitely going to be a good series against the Spurs. Now, for the Spurs, they beat the Thunder in 7 games in the Western Conference Finals. I had them winning. So I believe that that's going to be a good series. That was a good series. I believe that the Spurs, I think, are they a better team than the Knicks? I'm not sure. I don't know. I know that Wemby might have a problem with Karl Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson, just based off of how hard that Mitchell Robinson might guard him and play. Karl Anthony Towns is a shooter, so he's going to be out on the perimeter mainly and controlling the offense. So Wemby's going to be having to guard out there. The Spurs are pesky defense. They have De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle. They got their own shooters too, and Devin Vassell and Champagny. Dylan Harper, who's a rookie, he's been phenomenal. Um, I definitely think it's going to be a good series. I think it just comes down to if the Knicks can neutralize Wemby enough to where he doesn't just take over the game, and then if for the Spurs, if everyone around Wemby can have a game to complement him. Like De'Aaron Fox, he struggled in the Western Conference Finals. I know he played game one, missed the game, a couple of games because of injuries, didn't come back in time. He missed game one because of injuries, and then he played the game, then he got injured again, then he was doubtful, but then he came back. So he was just struggling with injuries that entire series. So I definitely think that's an important factor. Um, but overall, it's going to be a good series. I would say honestly, I know Wimby is having a phenomenal playoff run, but I don't think it's enough to beat the Knicks, who are they're just on a high. They're just playing at a high level right now. I feel like Jalen Brunson is just gonna carry them to a championship, and I think the Knicks are winning in six. I'm gonna stamp that. I think the Knicks are winning in six, but I am a fan of the Spurs, so it's gonna kind of be hard to decide whether or not who wins this series. But I think the Knicks are winning in six if everything goes well. I mean, Wemby is Wemby. You can't really neutralize him. You can't really stop him from impacting the game, but that's an important factor. Yeah, but yeah, that's my thoughts for this series and the playoffs so far. More videos will come out soon. If you see me in the same outfit for the next couple of videos, then I pre-recorded these, or they were recorded on the same day. Just to let y'all know. Like and subscribe, share with your family, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.